Good morning. And today I'm trying to dodge the sun, which is getting earlier and earlier. Today's topic, very briefly, is going to be around unlearning. And unlearning in the context of specifically leadership. I had a really good boss. I've only ever had two because I've worked for myself for 28 years now. And this boss of mine that I've been reflecting upon, Andy Burns, had a really strong and effective leadership style. Essentially, he had the difficult role of managing, leading an eccentric bunch of people, very different to each other, but very comfortable in each other's company. And we were a very productive team. And I'm not just saying that, we absolutely were. We worked strange hours, we worked in different ways, we got a lot done. And that required him to have a very subtle, very intuitive, very caring way of going about how he led us. And he knew us individually, he understood us, he gave us the support, and he gave us the scope to do things our own way individually to create a really effective product. And fair play to you, Andy, you did that extremely well. Now what interests me at the moment is, where did that come from for him? Where did he learn that? Well, I'm pretty sure he didn't learn that in his own formative days in the motor trade in Glasgow. Now, in the motor trade, and I would hesitate to say typically there, but I know it reasonably well, people shout at each other, people feel that leading is all about how they were led, which was pretty badly typically in my view, of barking and shouting and swearing and basically treating people like children. He didn't do that. So I believe that he consciously and deliberately went out of his way to do things differently and better. Now, I think that takes a big person. I think it takes a big person to say, that's how it was for me, I'm going to make it better for others. And I don't see very much of that. I don't see a lot of people out there thinking, I'm going to treat people better than I was treated. I believe that's a better way to get results from people, to respect them as individuals and to be respectful of them. And that takes a bit of a punt, because typically you're in the company of other people whilst doing that who are not doing that and might be deriding it if they see it happening at all. And you don't always get the results you want. Some people buck against it. Some people expect, despite what they say, to be led in a typically dreadful way. So someone like Andy Burns, who by either conscious, deliberate effort, or as I believe, intuition, probably didn't read it in a textbook or have a conversation about it, feel that given the chance to do things the way he wished he'd been led, he wanted to do it differently. And that is about unlearning things. It's about parking things, which by many measures were successful. Let's be honest. People who shout and scream and swear get results very often, and therefore they say, hey, look at me, I can do this stuff, it's not that difficult, I just do what everyone else did before. They get results which are satisfactory. I've often believed that, well, I've always believed, and I often ponder that there is a difference between success and effectiveness. And you might be successful whilst being ineffective. You can be a lot more successful by being effective. And part of being effective is unlearning, deliberately parking those things which you feel, although they might have got some results, would have got a lot more if you'd done things better. So that's the lesson for the day. Unlearning, parking, giving up, and taking on better behaviours which are different to those which have got results in the past with a bit of a punt is the message. Stay safe.